Hey everyone, Alexander Chen here. So I'm gonna prepare for my examination on ielts, which is very difficult to do it. So I'm gonna do this for rehearsal, a speaking test, a speaking experiment, a speaking practicing. Okay, so I just bought this book. ielts academic module, how to maximize your score at target for band 7. You find it in almost every bookstore in Vietnam. The third edition. So it has some tips on speaking tests. Finally, we've reached the fun part of ielts. What are they looking for? Speak without long pauses. You are trying to think of something you say. Understand what the examiner asks you and confirm that by answering accordingly. Demonstrate how many smart words you know. Use of the tenses used when you speak, past, present and future, and use them correctly. Pronounce words correctly. For example, the word culture should blah blah blah. Important accent has nothing to do with pronunciation, so it will not affect your score. Yeah, we keep it simple. So there are possible question and answers. The answers are given in this particular book is some answers from a ielts examinee living in the US. So I'm gonna answer these sample questions. Okay. So the number one is where you come from. I come from Vietnam, Hanoi, Vietnam. Hanoi is a capital city in Vietnam. So it's located in the northern part of Vietnam, and Vietnam is located in the south of Southeast Asia. What is your home like is the second question. Well, I live in an apartment building in the outskirts of Hanoi, which is a 20-story building. I live on the fourth floor. My apartment is just a simple 2-bedroom apartment which has 2 bathrooms, 2 bedrooms, and one kitchen, and one dining room, one living room, of course. It's not very large. It's just about 100 square meters. Sorry. So, question number 3. What do you like or dislike about your home? The thing. Oh, my home is such a nice place to live in. Even though it's kind of expensive, but accordingly I find it pretty comfortable after a tiring day, getting back from school after a hard working day, tiring day, and then I often sit back to my sofa or maybe even lie in my bed to enjoy, to chill out the peaceful atmosphere and to enjoy the comfortable feeling. Of course, I often watch the movies and do stuff. Of course, it's a very cozy place. When people say that there's nothing like home, yes, it is. Nothing, nowhere is like home. There's nowhere like home. Sorry, no. But the main drawback is that it's kind of way too far away from my school, which is a pretty annoying thing to say about. To talk about. My school is situated about 4 miles away from my house, which is a pain when you travel from home to school. I don't travel or I don't go by foot or by motorbike. By foot, it's just a huge pain, but I use my bicycle to go to school, and sometimes the road, the way from home to school is kind of crowded with people, so I even sometimes I even got lost, and then I got school late. And that's the end of answer for the question 3. So let's move on to the 4th question. Tell me about your family. I live in a family of 4. My father, my mother, and 2 sons of theirs. I'm the eldest son. I have a brother who is currently starting in fully secondary school in sixth grade. Can't remember. Well, so my dad's occupation is he is being a freelance translator, and my mom is an office worker. So that's it. Tell me about your job is the fifth question. Well, I don't have any jobs. I'm currently a student, a high school student, studying in grade 11. That's it. Is there anything you dislike about your job? Well, most of the time I dislike it because school life is boring, it's tiring, and of course, it's not very interesting. But the real thing, the real advantage is that I um, have an opportunity to make friends, to be friendly with others, and my friends are the only one at school that cheer me up after a hard working day. Seventh question: what do you plan in the future? Well, the reason why I'm practicing this is for the IELTS examination, which I'm gonna take in August. Yeah, August. About 6 months later, this is February. This was recorded on 17th of February 2017. Well, I'm gonna take the IELTS exam in order to apply for a scholarship to abroad, an abroad university in America, and also I'm gonna take a SAT test in order to get an opportunity to gain a scholarship by the government. The scholarship that I'm gonna take is it must be at least 80% of the tuition fee. Maybe 100% is good enough. Yeah, it's good enough. What about the life? My life, my occupation. Yeah, I think my future job is going to be an architect, but I saw my dream crumbling like the million stars in the night sky, so I decided to be a financial manager. Yeah, so the eighth question: what type of transport do you use most? There to just only one type of transport, that is my beloved bicycle, which I use to ride to school every day, to go to places, to go play, hang out with friends. I often use my bicycle. It's a mountain bike. Yeah, my beloved lover. Do you like reading? Of course I do. I love reading. I love reading the knowledge, the things that are written in a book, the stories, romantic ones, dramas, even horror stories is good enough. Usually I read after school. Even in class, sometimes I don't concentrate in class. Instead of that, I read my books, read my stories instead. Even go to Reddit to read stories, and that the Reddit users submitted. I love fan fictions. Yeah, that's the answer to the question 10. What do you like most to read? I said before, I love stories, fan fictions. Sometimes I even read the news. Yeah. What kind of television program do you watch? I love movies. I love news. I often watch CNN in order to improve my English listening skills. Also, I watch particular programs or shows. Particular TV programs, channels, just as Star Movies, HBO, Cinemax, Disney Channel maybe. But the movies on Disney Channel is usually boring by now. Tell me about a film you have seen recently. Well, I had recently seen a movie called Why Him? Yeah, it's a comedy movie. I watched it on the occasion of Lunar New Year with my friends about 3 weeks ago. Since I am taking time to rehearse for my IELTS examination and also to prepare it, I don't see much. Do you have a pet? No, I don't. What kind of food do you like? 14th question. I prefer to eat traditional Chinese food, maybe some Western cuisines. Pretty enjoyable. How often do you go shopping? No, I don't go shopping. What is your favorite festival and why? Festival? I don't like festivals, okay? I'm sorry. How do people this so flexible? So maybe this question is unanswerable. So after you finish the interview, this is just an interview. The examiner will hand you a card with 3 or 4 questions on it. Usually the card asks you to describe a place, an event, a situation, a process, or something similar. You have 1 minute to prepare for a little speech that answers all the questions that you need. Yes, that's it. Thank you for listening. I'm gonna stop the camera right now. Okay.